3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff. Americans return to space as Discovery clears the tower.
Welcome back to TTMTrades. I have not dropped a video in a minute, you all. I have been sick the past, well, common cold, but sick the past week and a half, you all, so I have not been recording. But we're going to do my end of week recap, and then we're going to get back into uploading these videos so I can continue adding value to everybody trades. All right. We're up to 1.7 thousand followers on StockTwits. I deeply appreciate it. YouTube, we're up to 647 subscribers. We're going for 10,000 this year. So got to set big goals so we can go after them. So end of week recap, ticker UGAZ, JDST, VIX, and CPHI. Now, JDST and what's the other one? UGAZ. Those are both ETFs, exchange traded funds. Okay, so they react. JDST reacts to based off what the gold price action is doing, and UGAZ reacts off of what the natural gas index is doing. Okay, so JNUG reacts directly to what gold is doing, and JDST is its inverse, meaning it does the opposite of what gold does. So if gold is going up, JDST is going down. If gold is going down, JDST is going up. All right, so that's how that works. All right, so getting right into it, JDST. So as we can see, gold is at this strong line of resistance. As you can see here, I'm gonna continue to zoom out. This red line going straight across my screen, going all the way back to 2014. Gold has been getting rejected by this price action of around $1,330. So as you can see, went above, could not hold above it, dropped back below, failed here, it failed here, failed again, and now we're back at that line of resistance of 1330, which it looks like gold is beginning to fail to hold above that line of resistance again. Now, one thing about gold that is bullish, it is forming an ascending triangle. So even though we have this line of resistance, each time we hit this line of resistance and pull back, the bulls are creating higher lows with each go round. As you can see, here's a low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and as you can see now, gold is at that line of resistance and it's going to pull back again to one of these two trend lines, the green one more than likely, or the yellow one, to create another higher low based off these two right here. Okay, so if we know that gold is at that major line of resistance and is going to pull back, and we know JDST is the inverse of gold, then it is safe to say that we have a quick chance here to make a quick profit on JDST. So as gold begins to pull back from that major line of resistance, then JDST, which does the inverse of gold, should continue to run up. So over the past week, it's been very bullish. As you can see, the past 4 days, 5 to be honest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, has been 4 days of straight accumulation. On Friday, prior to market close, you can see JDST pull back just a little bit, but it was on below average volume. So with that being said, there's nothing to be worried about as far as this pullback. JDST has crossed above the 30 EMA and the 10 period simple moving average, and it looks like it's pulling back to find support right on that 30 EMA before we get a bounce and we continue up into the high of $71. So JDST still looks good going into next week for a quick play to make some profit. All right, UGAZ. All right, like we said, UGAZ does exactly what the index does. All right, the natural gas index. So as we see zooming out, the natural gas index is at a major line of support going all the way back to 2016. All right, as you can see right here, right around $124, give or take. UGAZ, well, not UGAZ, but the S&P GSCI natural gas index, every time it hits that 124 area, bounces off of it. Support, came back down, support, had a nice bounce, again support. So we should expect a bounce. All right, so if we know that the S&P natural gas index is at a major line of support, and as you can see here, it's trying to bounce, it crossed above the 10 period simple moving average, and it's consolidating right here. What we should see is a nice breakout going into next week across above the 30 EMA would be a very bullish move. But since we know we are at a major line of support for the S&P natural gas index, and then UGAZ does exactly what the natural gas index does, then that leaves us to believe that since we're at this double bottom with UGAZ, then we should be trending up here also, just as the natural gas index will be doing here pretty soon. So major line of support, cross the 10 period simple moving average, some accumulation here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days of straight accumulation, 2 days of profit taking, maybe before the market closed for the week, but it's below average volume, and then Friday a little bit of buying right before close. So we're above that 10 period simple moving average. We should push up into this 30 period EMA next week, which will put us right around $60 to $65 for a quick profit. And hopefully, if the natural gas index is very bullish and continues to trend up, UGAZ will follow, and we'll head back into these old highs we see here of 77 and to $107. But UGAZ is still looking very bullish. Now, the VIX index, the volatility index. Now, the VIX index or any VIX index, these are known as fear indexes. So what does that mean? Anytime your major indexes such as the S&P 500, the NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, anytime they're trending up nice and easy and everyone's making profit and everything's good to go, then the volatility indexes stay at a nice, steady, calm pace. Anytime one of the S&P or major indexes begin to drop, or there's a major sell-off or correction or crash in the market, however you want to label it, then the volatility indexes, which are also known as the fear indexes, they begin to spike up. Knowing that, looking at the S&P, it had this nice run up and it dropped all the way down, which made the VIX run all the way up, do the exact inverse of it. Now you see the S&P is trying to recover. All right, it did cross above that 10 period simple moving average and is holding right in this general area, trying to recover, but it's topping out right here at this 270 range, right here in this general area where you see this line of resistance. So this is not really convincing, showing that the S&P is going to recover. As you can see, even on this day where it did push up into that line of resistance, it was on very, very light volume, only 5.56 million, well, 5 million volume. That's it. So this could be a possible bull trap right here. So I would be careful. But since we're running into this line of resistance, I think the S&P is going to pull back again and try to do some consolidation around here at this double bottom. With that happening, the VIX should run back up. So that way it's known as the fear index. You can get a gauge of the fear in the market, and then that should be good for a quick profit. All right, moving on to the one stock I did pick for the week, ticker CPHI. So as you can see, ticker CPHI was on a major downtrend, and then the Bollinger Bands began to tighten up. It found support right here on the 50 period moving average. With the Bollinger Bands beginning to tighten up, then that means volatility was at an all-time low, meaning that a breakout was paramount. So this is why I picked this stock as one of my top picks. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Tuesday still was consolidating, had some buyers, and then finally Thursday it broke out. Now, as you can see, just from this candle here alone, it has topped out. So we should see a nice pullback here, which will correlate with our RSI pulling back to find support on that 10 period simple moving average that's tracking it. Now, when we have the pullback, we are looking for support right around the one standard deviation Bollinger Band right here above it, right at 37 to 40 cents. All right, if we can get support right in that general area, then this trend is very bullish and it will continue to run up. But as of now, right now, all signs are pointing to a very bullish trend, and some possible profit targets to look at taking, give or take, at a minimum 72, 87 and $1.01, but 72 anywhere right here, 37 to 72 is good profit. So that's a good profit target to aim for. So TTMTrades, the trades will still look good going into next week. Just be mindful of the exchange traded funds, what those funds that they track are doing, such as natural gas and gold, and be sure to monitor what the major markets are doing before you try to play one of the volatility indexes. CPHI still looks good going into next week. It just needs to pull back and consolidate some. So TTMTrades, I hope that helped you out. If you entered any stock based off my calls that either gave you a warm or fuzzy or a cue to get out, whatever, however you was playing the stock. But end of week recap, I'm going to get out of here. I need to go take some medicine. Until next time.
Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.